Hi students, coming to the next topic, input-output processors. In the input-output processor, it is a intermediate block which can control the transfer in between peripheral devices to memory unit. So here memory unit it acts as a major role in this block diagram. So we have seen previous conditions, every peripheral devices needs to transfer some I/O data through this bus. So through this bus here, in this case, input-output processor is a middle channel. The channel acts as a controller also. Here, input-output processor acts as a slave whenever central processing unit acts as a master. Here, the central processing unit is some computers acts as a master and other processor acts as a slaves. So initially, central processing unit sends some commands to the input-output processor. After receiving those commands, this IOP processor independently acts as a processor which processing the data inside. With the help of this processor, we are going to performing inside some arithmetic operations and branching instructions also. So here every peripheral devices is communicating with only single IO bus. That means here any computer which needs for every peripheral devices for separate interfacing. But in this case, every peripheral devices is connection directly with only common IO bus. That means it avoids the individual interface into the computer. Here, initially, input-output processor is always processing IO program. While it is a processing IO program, the time peripheral devices transfer some data, block of data to the IO processor. But input-output processor reads a block of data from peripheral devices and it transfers to the bus and the system, and this data is passed on the system bus and it is placed into the memory unit. In this case, this central processing unit initially sends one instruction to the input-output processor. That instruction is to read the status of the input-output processor. So input-output processor reads the status of the peripheral devices and also IOP processor. What is the status of this input-output processor? That status consists of this peripheral device is ready to transfer or not, or peripheral device is busy with some other work, and these are the status conditions read by the input-output processor. After reading that status word, the status word is placed inside the memory unit. After placing the word inside the memory unit, CPU status word read the complete status word. The status word completely depends upon the IO transfer. If IO transfer is ready to transfer, that time again central processing unit will points to the first program of the instruction. That first instruction is read from the memory unit. This instruction is transferred through this bus and it is placed into the IOP processor. This IOP processor will start the execution from that instruction to last instruction. Until it is executing, this particular peripheral device, either any one of the peripheral device, is transfer that data, and this IO processor is read the data. The data is combined with one block. That block of information is placed inside the memory unit. For example, here peripheral device is transferred 5 bytes of information through this bus. That means input-output processor read those 5 bytes of the information. But in input-output processor, those 5 bytes of information is combined in a single block. For example, 5 bytes of information, 5 into 8 bits. That means total 40 bits is combined as a one block. This particular block will transfer and placed inside the memory. First case, listen all the sentence. In this case, processor with direct memory access capability that communicates with IO devices. So here actually input-output processor acts as a 3 modules. That means it is a combination of 3 modules. The first module it acts as IO module, and also IO module plus, and also it acts as a DMA controller, and also it acts as a processor. Here IO module is nothing but an intermediate interface module. It is combined with memory and peripheral devices. And also DMA access means direct memory access. While it is a processing, or while it is a DMA is enabled, that time the central processing unit is completely taking rest. So without involvement of the CPU, this input output processor is processing some data, and also it performs some data operations, and also it control the data transfer in between peripheral to memory and memory to peripheral. It allows the data transfer from peripheral devices to memory and memory unit to peripheral devices, and also it performs like a processor. So generally, what is the processor inside processing is executed. Same processing operations will be performed by using. Coming to the CPU and IOP communications. In this CPU and IOP communication, how the CPU will issues the command to the IOP, that means input output processor, how input output processor will respond to that particular command. So here first case, CPU operations and IOP operations. CPU is first send one command, that means send instruction to test IOP path. That means here in this block diagram, CPU will send the first instruction to test that path of the IO device. Next, after receiving that command, transfer status word to the memory. So this input and output processor, it reads the status of the individual peripheral devices. That status word, that means this peripheral device is ready or not, or is there any error occurring this peripheral device to transfer of the data. The type of status will be transferred in the form of word, and it is placed inside the memory. Next, after completion of this task, again cursor goes to the next step, goes to the next stage of the CPU operation. If the status is okay, that means everything is fine. And after reading the status word from the memory unit, the central processing unit will initiate one more command. If the status is okay, then send start IO program to IOP. So that IOP program is stored inside the memory. So if the status is okay, central processing unit will send one more command to the memory unit, reads that IO program, and it is transferred to the input output processor. So after receiving the IOP processor, access memory for IOP program. That means after initiating command, this IOP processor will read that complete IOP program, and it is placed into the IOP processor. The step goes to the next line, conduct IO transfers using DMA, prepare status report. That means this processor acts as a DMA. With the help of DMA applications, DMA operations, this peripheral devices is transfers the bulk of information through this DMA transfer and through this bus, and it is stored inside the memory unit without involvement of the CPU. That time the CPU is processing another task. Coming to the next step, IO transfer completed, interrupt CPU. Same as it is previous analysis, like DMA operations. If the byte of the transfer is completed, that means bulk of information, the complete transfer is placed into the memory. The complete transfer is completed. That time, this input output processor will send one more signal to the central processing unit in the form of interrupt. If the central processing unit will receive the interrupt, that indicates the complete data transfer is completed. The request of IOP status. Once again, the CPU will receive the status of the that IOP processor. That means IOP is again reads the status of this every peripheral devices. That word is transferred to the memory unit, like previous case. The next case, again it transfers the status word to the memory location, like previous case, and check the status word for correcting errors, and it continues. Here, while it is a transferring, that means while it is a transferring, the CPU will perform the other task. That means like the CPU is continues with another program. That means while it is a processing data or transferring the data, the central processing unit will perform the other task. This is the way this input output processor will works to control the data transfer in between peripheral to memory unit. That means input output processor will act as in this place, like one is the processor and either IO module or either DMA. That means the combination of those three, the simple input output processor will perform the same operations. Nothing but a combination of those three operations equal to one IOP operation. Thank you.